Welcome everybody, Drake Hawkins with you again today, and today we're going to be starting a little look at a game called Foundation. If you notice up here in the number, this is the most important thing to note today. Please note this game is in very early access. I don't even think it's available to purchase. I was kindly given a key to test it out and sample it for you guys. So let me know what you think, and let me know if you have seen other content or whatnot that gives you an idea of what we can do. I'm going to skip through all of these wonderfully beautiful hints and try to explain things as we get into them. Basically, this game is a medieval era, they call it an organic city build. Before we get started, if you're enjoying the series, please hit that like button, it helps me out, and if you haven't already joined the clan, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for more great content. We've been basically granted the rights to a plot of land by, I don't know, some high and lofty king somewhere that has a whole bunch of empty land. And we are going to pick this one, and we're going to get started by getting some villagers in. First building. Now, the UI is atrociously 1995-esque. So let's ignore that and look at the pretty little filler graphics. 8 villagers to start with. Now, these names up here, the 8 newcomers. Look quick over the UI and its atrocity, lack of beautiness. We'll start by pausing. Speed up here. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, or 5, or paused. The amount of time we've been playing the game, the current time in the game, in these people's lives, week 1, day 1. Each of them have no traits yet, that's coming, but each of them have needs. Their first needs is to get berries and water. These are the list of jobs that can be given, and we can actually follow them around and see what they're doing. Now, as newcomers, they have 2 simple needs. I need water and I need food. I don't want to starve and I don't want to die of thirst. So, we'll get that sorted. We have 60 days until the next wave comes because the happiness of 0 raises the time for the next wave by 900%. You'll understand that later, but essentially we have to make people happy. The happier our average happiness is, the sooner we get more people and the more frequently we do. We start with a bunch of cash, 40 wood, 20 tools, and 10 berries, and we got to live from there. So we're going to start by making the 2 things that they want. A well. Let's plop a well down right there. I think is a nice spot for it. This well is going to take 5 stone and 10 wood. If you notice, we don't have any stone. So let's backtrack down and find a woodcutter's camp, and we'll put it right in. Let's not demolish the tree. Left control button, well moving, lets me do the jiggly swing on it. I like these the graphics on this. Very cute design. So we need somebody to build these things. We need somebody to take the 5 tools that we've got there, put them in here, and build them. So let's find somebody. This is Carl. Welcome to the group, Carl. I think your eyes are a little creepy. You have a fantastic mustache, though, although it's out of focus. Maybe I'm just staring too closely at you. But anyways, we're going to make him a builder. Swirly around on the map a little. Once he is assigned the builder task, he will go grab... Whoa, that is fast mode. He will go grab his resources from the stockpile that we start with and get to building. Now, he's going to run out of stone once he gets that piece finished. Let's give him some help. How about Victoria? You can also become a builder. We'll send Amelia to build, and we will send Edward to build. We can adjust their jobs after, and I think they actually developed skills, so to speak, in those areas. Now, if you notice this little blue box beside it, we'll explain that, but that is a job that requires a gathering area. Interesting little thing I've only recently noticed. We're going to build a gathering camp on these berries. Yep, I said berries. They're mushrooms, but yeah, maybe they're placeholders, or maybe that's just brilliant, brilliant humor. Complete building the woodcutter's camp. Now, the woodcutter has nowhere to gather from. You say, Drake, there's so much to gather. He's got trees everywhere. But he is Yolanda. I clicked on that to automatically assign somebody. It will automatically assign somebody else who's available. And Yolanda and Charles are going to go to work in the reasonably close by area and get to work. Uh-oh, there's no extraction zone for wood. That's up here. Click on the paint development zones. We could paint housing zone. We could paint places that the Lord says, nope, sorry, don't touch, that's my lawn. Or we could have extraction spots. This little blue circle. It's a paintable. Left mouse button, right mouse button to remove. Left control, scroll mouse changes the size of it. And we're basically going to tell them, gather all of this, all of that wood, and gather all this wood back here, please. Wonderful. That's a ridiculous amount. Now, we don't want them to gather in this area, right? Because that's not wood. That's mushrooms / berries. And this is stone. But we're going to have a stone gatherer, and we're going to have berries. So let's go ahead and let them have those spaces. Make a nice, clean little circle right there. Boom. And drag that down like this. There you go. Now you can gather that stuff for us very nicely. I'm going to clean up this one. Right, oops, autosave. Right mouse button to remove an area that you've assigned. Actually, zoom that out. Let's just get rid of that whole area. Scroll it back in and make it look pretty, right? Who is it that says, build it beautiful? There's a YouTuber that says that. I like her stuff. A kiss for luck. Check her stuff out. She does some really awesome builders like this. I bet you she's would love this game if she hasn't already. So we've got, let's keep time going here on, let's say 2 times speed so we can keep describing things as we go. We got the woodcutters. They are going around chopping the trees. Look at those shaking trees. Choppy chop. There's another one. Good job, guys. Yeah, we have a gatherers. Well, let's assign a couple gatherers. Anna and Lily apparently want those jobs. Now, everybody's now assigned to a job because we have 4 builders. So let's get you to be a stone cutter. And Victoria, you can also be a stone cutter. We don't have a stone cutter, you say, so let's build one. Stonecutter's camp. Let's tuck him right in here. Lovely. Let's get to work on that because we do need stone for the well to be finished. Let's gather a little more food, or a little more wood rather. Amelia, you can be a woodcutter for now as well. Excellent. Now we have other buildings we can build. There is a market for gatherers. This little pretty here is actually going to be different than, say, the actual gatherer. That gatherer there is collecting berries, right? And that's awesome. But the gatherer doesn't stock berries. They're just like, we're here to do our job, which is to get berries. This gatherer will actually be a place that collects them. It's a fruit stand. Really, that's what it is. It's a fruit stand. It's a berry and mushroom stand. Stonecutters is finished. We now have 2 stonecutters that we assigned previously. And they're going to go chop up some raw stone, add it to our total inventory, and then we can, our one builder, Carl, the man, can go and get us some stone here. One other building I would like to put in, 2 buildings actually, I'd like to put in the sawmill and the warehouse. So let's spin that warehouse around and say, we're going to put the warehouse right up here. Nice central location there. It'll be right on the border of the center spot here. And then we're going to have a sawmill, and I think we'll put him... tuck the sawmill in right up here. And I think the reason for that is I want him to be able to quickly access wood supplies from this warehouse. Now, we have more buildings here that are grayed out. So it requires 1 serf. So we basically have to unlock the new people type. 54 days left for a new immigration wave. But we haven't filled the needs of the current people, so it's like, no, more people don't want to come because they can't access stuff. Well, we got 32 berries here, but we have nobody in the market. So let's get somebody working in the market, and then we'll have that berry need met. Once we have stone, we have 4 stone there. Okay, we got a builder who can go build that momentarily. So let's pull 1 worker off here. Amelia, you can be switched from woodcutting to, where is it? Market trader. New job, Amelia. You're now the new market salesperson, right? Please, Amelia, where are you? There she goes. She just switched jobs. She's now going to go gather the berries from here, bring them down, and set up her little shop. Be like, here we go. I've got lots of berries in stock. Please come and buy my berries. Berries for sale. Look at that. Sold 10 berries this week for 50 gold. We get money based on these markets and other things that you'll see with the trade as that comes into play. Carl is really hustling it on building this sawmill. I would love it if Carl would prioritize this. So let's put a prioritize on the construction of this building. We can't directly control people, so he's right now saying, this is something I want to build. I don't know why he decided to build that instead of the well, but he's done it now. So he's almost done it. He's got all the resources gathered. He's going to go gather some stone and choose the priority that we gave him to finish the well. Alright, well's built. Now everybody should be able to. There we go. Boom, everybody's happy now. They got access to water. 4 of them are now serfs. Once the rest of them show up and get their water, they should have those needs filled. Okay, so the new building, or new people have new needs. New level of people, these serfs. They not only have the berries and water need, apparently Carl's are unfulfilled still. Carl, go get some water and food, please. They also now have a lodgings need and a clothing need. Constructing the warehouse is, well, it's starting. We need planks, though, from the sawmill before we can get that. There we go. We have 8 people, 6 days until the new crew comes. That mission is telling us, that message here is telling us that we have a weekly profit requirement for our mission. We're going to shut that off because we are miles away from getting that. Next thing, though, is going to be the clothing and the housing. Well, we don't build their houses. They build their own houses, and they're going to choose where to build those houses. Let's actually go to these extraction sites and remove, make it bigger, remove some of the nonsense areas, because I like to keep it nice and tidy. They will extract from this, though. They won't extract on the left line here. See how he's going to take those trees out? He won't get this tree. He will get that tree. Alright, so switch up to residential. And we can tell these people we want them to build residential in this area. Now, anybody who has the need for a house, once there's a space available, they have a chance of saying, hey, I could fill that need. How about I get access to that? Or how about I do that by building a house there right away? There you go, and oops. And now Carl is going to keep building things for us, including those houses. The placement of the houses is based on the need of the people. So once we have 2 people that need a house, they'll go build a house, and they'll get ready to move in. Carl is just about done building the first house. There it goes. Building of the first house. Amelia and Carl. They are sharing this lovely house, detailed, average quality. And it's a level 1 house. You can authorize upgrade. I do not know what the upgrade does, but we'll get to that. Like I said, I'm very new at this as well, so I've only kind of sampled things to get the idea. We'll see if we can't build a mighty empire, a lovely, cute, quaint hamlet together. So far, 3 days away from our next immigrants. I think we get 2 of them. We have, building a house completed. We're just pumping out the housing. We have 8 people. We need 4 houses for them to house them all. So Carl they've already got their housing choices, locations selected. The desirability of the area is going to be important, but we can alter that later as we get kind of up the tech tree, so to speak. There's a bunch of question marks here. We'll fill them in. Right now we need 12 serfs, which is the layer after newcomers. So they start out, I believe people join as serfs, not newcomers. I could be wrong on that, though. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let's see. Fertility. This is for growing our crops later. And then iron ore. Now, there's only a few spots in the map that I'm aware of that there's iron ore. There's one over there. See that green patch? Where else? There's one behind us over here, so we could get that. But we're going to have to expand and buy up some territory to get to the area. There is none of the spaces that have iron ore are ones that we can build originally. So I don't think you can start on a location that has ore. But we'll see. So let's keep let them keep going as a little quicker than this. That would be lovely. We're going to go ahead and add another residential zone. Give them a little pathway here, though, I think, before we put that in. I want another market spot up there. I know I'm going to need something else market-wise. So let's do that, and then maybe this. And then we can go ahead and add an extraction zone in here, so they will get rid of those trees. And I'm going to remove this extraction zone, because I want the woodcutters to prioritize going somewhere else now. Let's zoom. Oops. Yeah, I know you're upset because I shut off your extraction zone. I apologize. Okay, I'm just trying to clean up the neighborhood, alright? That's how it works here. Okay, so this is the areas I want them to deforest soonest. All right, we have 10 serfs. They have new people have arrived or are arriving. Now, sawmill needs a worker. Let's get somebody to work on the sawmill. Don't need anybody on the well. They just go gather their own from that. So we have now, somebody is going to eventually get to that once we have the planks. Friedrich here is going to gather us a whole bunch of, grab a whole bunch of wood and cut it up into planks. Let's get Emily as well to help out. Thank you, Emily, for your fine workmanship. So everybody's now working. 2 carpenters, 2 stoneworkers, 2 woodcutters, 2 gatherers, a builder, and a market tender. As we get more people, there's the new people, just in time. As we get more people, we can get them working on new things. So we have this. It is going to be vital for us to have massive amounts of supplies for people to... Oh, there we go, spinning around. For people to get clothing. It's a very expensive, difficult task for them to get. So we're going to give I think a little bit of a back-to-back sort of a building here for 2 of those. That is the sheep farm, and then the weavers, or maybe it's the other way around. I don't know. Maybe we don't need 2 of them. Maybe we only need, let's do 1 of them. And then a weaver's hut is going, I want the weaver's hut to be close to the warehouse down here. Why can you not build there? Why are you not able to build? What am I missing? Is it something I specifically need? Oh yes, I need coin to build that, to place that building. Well, that's awkward. Upfront cost is the coin. And then the resources needed to build and maintenance cost. Oh, the weaver's huts take cash routinely. Alright, so does the warehouse. That's interesting. The well takes 1, sawmill takes 2. Yeah, everybody takes some monies to maintain. Lord's Manor apparently doesn't, but we'll get into that. That's a different... That'll be another episode where we work on the manor. It's an entirely separate building. It's not just a plop down in place. You actually... You'll see. It's all the different parts that you put together to build yourself a really nice looking, or really wonky looking place. We've now built a sheep farm, and we also have 12 serfs and 2 on the way. Alright, so we can do this. We have access to no wool here because we have nobody assigned. Let's Virginia is our shepherd here. Now only 1 worker. We can spawn some sheep here. Tell them to build sheep. There you go. Come on, don't abuse. Okay, so I guess my guess is that hint means we can't make, it's not useful to have any more. I don't know what that would be about, but another house is completed. We have 12 of them and 6 houses. That sounds like a good number in my books. We do need this weaver's hut. There we go. We'll be able to build it now. Now, we have all the housing down here. This is plenty close enough housing for all these people to work. We can later consider things like... I'm going to tuck this right in here. Good. We can later have things like separate areas where we have more housing, say, up here to access, so people are closer to their homes. That will become an issue. Woodcutters have no place to extract from. Okay. Let's clean up the old extraction zones here. And let's give them... Let's let them clean up this area for us. Up here next. You could just set your entire area to extraction zone and let them extract everything they want anywhere. But this lets you a little micromanage it. So our shepherd here... no, that's the sawmill. Where's our shepherd? Up here. There you are. You have now you've made a total of 7 wool there. And we have nobody assigned to the warehouse. Let's do that. Jean or Jean, I don't know who you are, but whatever name you choose. Where are you? 19-year-old male. I guess it's not Jean. I don't know. Jean, is it the French name? Look at their big woolly wolves. Excellent. They're big, fat, and full of wool. Oh, you're gonna go short? Oh, look, he's not fat and full of wool anymore. Yay! So they'll gather. Actually, that's actually the process of getting stuff. They actually have to do that in their day and have enough time between going and getting their needs met and their, social and later religious needs and other things met to allow them enough time to do their jobs. So they're collecting wool. That wool will either be taken to the... picked up by Jean here at the... he hasn't collected it yet. I'm not sure what he's doing, actually. Where are you, man? What are you up to? Let's follow you around. You have a house, and you are at your house, apparently. Nope, that's Julian. You're just hanging out in your house, though, Jean. Well, you go get to work soon, please, sir, because you've got things to gather. Oh, wait, it says refusing. We want to actually switch those to all accepting. They default to refusing, which is probably a smart idea, so they don't instantly run off and do things. So, he's now going to get to work. Where are you, Jean? Let's see what Jean does. His day is going to be a busy one. Are you Jean there? That's you. Let's follow Jean around. And then we're going to put in a cut. We have 16 serfs. We definitely need to increase our housing. That'll be good there. Okay, let's follow him. Off he goes to get some stone. Good job, sir. Delivers that. Runs up and gathers some wool. In crates, apparently. Runs back down. Ah, time to go home for a little siesta. Okay, back to work. Off he goes to do what? What's he going to gather for us this time? He's going to gather food and bring it back. So his job, and there's some wood materials. He's going to be our centralizing logistics guy. There's now 103 planks here, which means anybody that needs planks for building or whatever is going to get access to them by just going there to the center of town. So that's the gist of the warehouse. It will make a lot more sense as we get into things and have various different districts, areas, and whatnot. But that's going to be it for today's episode of Foundation. I hope you guys are enjoying the game, and if you do, hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, why not click that center icon that's going to pop up there right away, and that'll get you a subscribe link, and it'll also take you to the channel. Check out any other content that might be there. Spend some time on there, look around, and see if there's anything else you might like, and if so, hit the subscribe button and join the clan. Other than that, we'll be back for another episode, at least a few episodes of this. Let me know if you guys are interested. Hit some like buttons and comments, then I know you guys are definitely wanting some more content, and so we'll make more of this. But as always, I will see you in game.